This is my 1989 GT Vertigo. This is a really nice original survivor. I'd even go as far as to say that this thing's exceptional. It does have a few flaws, but man, for being a 26-year-old bike, it sure is impressive. I mean, it's still in pretty darn good condition. I got this from the original owner. I had picked this up about a year and a half ago, and I had toted this around last year's show season. I got a couple other things I'm working on this year, so I'm gonna let this move on down the road. But when I had gotten it, it had like just the thickest dust on it. He had basically hit his growth spurt between middle school and high school and hung it up in the pole shed, and that was it. And living in rural Sauk County, it's really hilly. I don't think he really rode it all that much to begin with. It's just a really nice turnaround though on the before and after on this one. And the list of non-original parts is much shorter than the list of original parts, which is always good. It's pretty much mostly original. When I had gotten it, it had some mix match wheels on it, so I'd gotten these mags, which coincidentally are also mix match mags in the sense that they have two separate style logo. You have like the 91, 92 logo on the front wheel, and like the later, which would be correct for this era of bike, like 88, 89 style logo on the back wheel. Cables were replaced. Reproduction GT AME hand grips were added. The Tech 77s were added. It also didn't have the original brake levers on it when I got it, so I thought that the Tech 77s was the natural choice. As far as damages, there's one really small dent in the frame and the top tube on the underside, like right here. I don't know if you can really pick that up, but it's there. It's just a little guy right there. And it actually didn't even interrupt the powder coat, so I don't know how it got there on the underside without interrupting the powder coat. And there's some impressions from a bash guard previously being mounted here. Light impression in the paint, and a light impression, and a heavier impression, I should say, in the frame here, especially on the underside when you flip the bike upside down. And a little bit of a wave in this rear dropout. Doesn't really seem to affect anything, but it's one of those things I gotta point out. Look at the gloss on that paint though. 89 day code caliper, 89 day coded pedals. Just like mint condition wings clamp. The bolt for it is a little ugly, but the clamp itself is just beautiful. You can see the faint round stamp of the laid back seat post right there above the clamp there. Pretty nice seat. That seat post is unbelievably long. It's 17 inches full length top to bottom. Still has the little plastic cap on here. The key to removing those is when you pull the cable out, you put a stiff putty knife in right there, and just give it just a little pry outward. Front brake has the 89 day code on the back. Actual gyro, not an org, but an actual gyro. I'll show you the day code on the pedal here. There's a tiny little circle on the top. I just thought I'd do a little slow pan over that paint there. Right in the top here, right there, there's a little circle, and it says 89 in there. I think that about sums it up for this. Thanks for having a look.